Hi, I'm Nancy O'Neill, and this week on Aging Gracefully, we discuss the importance of caregivers, plus we check in with the Suncoast Spa using LED light technology, and we talk heart health with Sarasota Memorial Hospital. Caregivers do so much for their loved ones that they often neglect their own needs. And here to tell us about caring for the caregiver is Inspired Living Regional Sales Director, Patricia McGraw. Hello, Patricia. So, Inspired Living, tell us a little bit about that before we get into the caregivers aspect of our segment today.
Certainly. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Inspired Living offers senior living options for families. We offer independent living, assisted living, and memory care. My particular region that I support is from Tampa down to Bonita, which includes St. Petersburg, Sun City, Bradenton, Lakewood Ranch, Sarasota.
Busy kind of day for you.
I love it.
Oh my gosh. Caregivers. Obviously, we know that it's very prevalent to have a family member be a caregiver. How prevalent is it? And it's typically a loved one of some nature.
So it's more prevalent than we actually realize because over 44 million people in the United States provide some type of caregiving for an aging loved one. And when you're in that role, sometimes you don't realize you're in the caregiving role.
It's kind of a natural thing that you fall into a lot, you know?
It is, because you want to take care of your family member, you
Sure.
love them, and you provide the best love and care that anybody can.
Absolutely.
So it's a really important role.
Absolutely. Now, from your personal experience too, who is the average caregiver?
So the average caregiver is usually a daughter. But sometimes it's a son, but the majority of the time it is a daughter in her late 40s, around 49 years old. She has a husband and children of her own, and she has aging parents that she's also trying to help. So a lot of juggling going on.
And you said yourself, I mean, you've experienced it, I did as well. I think we all come into that role at some point.
It's natural.
It is. Now, there's a lot of different things that caregivers do. What does a normal caregiver's day look like to you?
So typically, if you have a family member helping a loved one, they're spending about 20 hours a week outside of their normal routine. So outside of their work hours, outside of helping their children with homework, outside of extracurricular activities. They may be providing medication management for their parents. It might be a spouse providing help to a spouse, but that the day takes on a different purpose. So caregiver might be fixing meals, taking over driving, laundry, driving to doctor's appointments.
Okay, well, I have a few questions here that I would like to ask our viewers so they know if they're actually in jeopardy of being not mindful of themselves. Is that fair to say?
It is. Sometimes you're caught up in caregiving and you don't take time to think about your own health.
Okay. So the first question is, have you had a physical or been to a doctor in the last 12 months? The second, have you done something socially in the last 30 days? And the final question is, do you spend at least 30 minutes 3 times a week exercising? Now, what should those answers be?
They should be yes, because caregivers put themselves on the back burner, and I did it, and I know you did it. And the outcome of that can be tragic. 30% of caregivers actually pass away before the person that they're caring for.
My goodness.
It's a staggering statistic. It happened with my mom and dad. If a caregiver's unintentionally can be causing damage to their own health by not paying attention to those social cues, taking time to be social, attending their doctor's appointments, taking care of themselves so they can help their loved one. And
Very
then
important.
exercising and good nutrition. Caregivers tend to have poorer nutrition. They tend to not exercise as much, and they tend to skip doctor's appointments for themselves because they're busy transporting their loved one and their children and everybody else to their appointments.
Now, is there help out there that you would give to families for advice?
There is, and the number one thing I would say is accept help. So oftentimes a family member, a relative, a neighbor might come over and say, do you need help? Can I offer assistance? It's okay to take it. I know we're all very prideful,
Yes.
and sometimes we say, no, we don't need help. But it's important to let the help in to your life for your own good, because other people may recognize the stress you're experiencing, and when you're caught up in the caregiving, you don't
see
realize it. It's
Yeah.
part of your life, and you love it, and it is a labor of love.
Yeah. Okay.
The other thing we offer is respite care. So we offer short stays at our assisted living communities to give family members a break. They could be 1 or 2 weeks long. Just
Oh, that's delightful.
some time to take care of yourself, attend your appointments, take a little break. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. And advice you would offer to someone caring for a loved one?
Take care of yourself so you can take
First.
care of your loved one.
Okay. Great advice. Thank you, Patricia.
Thank you.
Coming up after the break, we learn how red light therapy can help you burn fat.